Welcome to an emergency episode of The Fast and the Curious with me, Betty Glover, and Miami Grand Prix winner, Lando Norris. I'm sure you've heard this so many times, Lando, but I mean, that's got a good ring to it, doesn't it?
It does. I've waited a long time to hear it. So, yeah, it's amazing. It was an amazing weekend. It's been an amazing few days since. So, yeah, incredible. One I'll remember for forever.
You are in your natural habitat, which is a car with four wheels on the way to McLaren HQ. You must be the world's busiest man this week. Has it been just completely crazy?
I mean, I had like Monday, Tuesday off. I was playing golf with Zach. So that was my reward. Those were my few days off. And then Wednesday I flew back, and then I was in McLaren yesterday, already preparing for Imola and preparing for Monaco because we got them back to back. So as much as we're kind of still talking about Miami, we're already preparing for the next few.
Who won in golf?
Zach won the first one. I won the second one.
Oh, okay. That's all right.
Yeah,
That's all right.
Yeah, I know. I had to keep boss happy.
Yeah, exactly. It's no secret that you've been waiting ages for this win. Your 110th attempt, 15 podiums in Formula One. Your dad said that he's worked out he's been to like 900 races along the way. I'm sure you basically imagine that moment of winning a Grand Prix over and over again, like so many times. Was it everything you thought it would be?
To be honest, it's hard to imagine what it would be like. As much as I've thought of winning it, I've not like imagined the moment and what would happen and all of that. So honestly, I don't know. I didn't want to kind of put any expectations to it. And then I've just seen what happens, and the effect it had on the whole team, everyone within McLaren, friends, family, whoever it was. So I've not thought of the moment. I've obviously dreamt of winning many, many times, but the actual like repercussions of it, what actually happens after, is hard to imagine because it's something that's so unique and such a special feeling. So yeah, it was an amazing Sunday, after the race, amazing Sunday night. And still now I'm smiling, I'm happy because all the hard work paid off.
Yeah, you seem so happy. I'm going to ask you about Sunday night in a moment, but mentioned your dad. So speaking about your family, I was actually talking to your grandparents at Silverstone last year.
Yeah.
And they said that they were worried that they would never get to see you win a race. You obviously dedicated the win to your grandma. Were they the first people that sort of came to mind when you won?
I mean, for a little moment, you just think like, wow, I've won the race. But of course, the first people were mum and dad. My mum would kill me if I didn't give her a little shout out, So I had to say a quick thanks to my mum and dad, but also my grandparents. They're also my biggest fans. So both the ones that you met and also my grandma who's out in Belgium. So from my mum's side, she's not been so well lately. So I promised her when I saw her like a couple of weeks ago that I would win a race, not really knowing when or if she would be able to see one. But I said I promise I'll win a race within a year. I didn't think it would come this early. So thankfully, I've been able to win so quickly that I'll be able to go out and see her on the weekend and tell her that I won.
Oh my God, that is amazing. So have you not spoken to her since?
No, I've not spoken to her since. I've been pretty busy. I was talking to my mom, my dad, my friends and family, but I'm going to go and see her. So I think that'll be even more special.
That'll be an incredible moment. Let's talk about Sunday night then, because we saw Zach telling you that the flight was cancelled. Lewis Hamilton apparently told you to push back the travel plans. So that was sort of the last we saw of you. Fill in the gaps. What happened? What did you do?
I just spent some time with my friends. I mean, I had a good night out. I had a nice dinner. I went to spend some time with the team. We went back to the Hilton. Everyone was having a few drinks and celebrating. So it was nice just to see all of the team there, a bit more relaxed, celebrating because, I've been with the team, 6 years. So for the majority of them, we've been on this little journey together. We've had some ups, we've had some downs, and to celebrate it with them because they've been just as much a part of it as I have, made it even more special. So I went to say hello to them and we had a couple of drinks together and we had a good time. And then the real party began. But
I feel like you can't tell us too much, but what time did you go to sleep, Lando?
I didn't.
That's good. Love that.
No, I know.
You deserve that.
You only won the first race once, so I made the most of it.
Good. That's what we like. It feels like everybody was congratulating you, like the whole grid, everybody in the sporting world, everyone was absolutely buzzing for you. Did you have like an unexpected person slide into your DMs? Like, who's the weirdest person that has said well done to you?
I wouldn't say like no one weird. It's just you know, you have a lot of people and a lot of people that I grew up with and I've not, you know, heard from for a long time, but they were watching the race or something. So a lot of old friends, obviously all my current friends, different athletes in all their different sports. Just a great mix of you know, actors and celebrities and footballers and yeah, just a bit of everyone.
Was there anyone where you just looked at it and you thought, bloody hell, as if they've messaged me?
There was a few people. I'm not gonna mention. I don't. I'm never that guy, so I'm not gonna say the names. But there's a few people that I got to know that sent me some messages, and yeah, it's pretty cool because that's still like the unreal part of it. Is that once you kind of looking up to them and you've only ever seen them on TV and they're superstars, and then they're just kind of like sending you a DM is pretty cool.
Yeah, really, really cool. On the race itself, obviously, you've told us before that you can't like hear the crowd cheering necessarily when you're in the car. So I guess that's quite a long time with just your thoughts, the team radio. At what point did you sort of let yourself believe that it was going to happen?
As soon as the safety car came out, I didn't know it. Of course, you can never know it, but that's when I was like, okay, this is our chance. This is my best chance I'm ever going to have. So as soon as lap 33, I defended against Max into turn one. From that point onwards, I was happy and I was comfortable. And I mean, as much as I just kept my head down and I kept focused, that was the moment I kind of knew things were going to be good.
Really? Yeah, because you seemed so confident, so calm, so in control. That's way earlier than I thought you were going to say for some reason.
Yeah, but the pace was so strong, even at the end of the first half of the race. I was catching Max. I was quickest on track. I was catching everyone. So the pace was there. The consistency was there. The race pace was there. I just had to do, you know, be me. I just had to just drive a Formula One car and put in some good laps, and that was it. So I was comfortable because I didn't need to do anything differently. You know, this is what I've done for the last 16 years of my life. We're completing laps and driving quickly, to put it simply. So I could just stay calm and do what I do, and that was all I needed to do.
Yeah, and you did that bloody well as well, didn't you? Something else that your dad has said, because he has been doing the rounds,
Yeah.
is that the next step is world champion. Now, that has got a mad ring to it. What do you reckon?
I mean, this is. Let me win a couple more first.
Yeah, fair. Do you know what? We'll let you enjoy this before getting too.
But he's
carried
right.
away.
He's right. Like there's two things when you get to Formula One you want to do. First of all is just to win a race. Second of all is to win a championship. So that's my goal. It's my dream. That is our big target. But there's a lot of steps along the way to achieve that, and one of them will be winning a good amount more races. So, no, I think like my feet are on the ground. I'm focused still. I'm ready for the next few weekends to try and replicate it. Try and have some more good weekends, and go from there.
Do you think this has given you more confidence now? Like, not that you didn't have confidence before, but this has just given you even more confidence, more hunger in your belly to go and get another win.
A little bit, but really, it's not changed a lot because as much as I sometimes don't show it or say it, like I knew what I was capable of doing. So it was never like I doubted that I would ever go out and be able to win. There's been times when I've drove amazingly over the last 2 years, 3 years, and just not won because you not had the car. So it's more that we've got confidence as a team we can achieve it, not in myself. I've had that for years. So it's not changed anything in my beliefs or what I think I'm capable of doing, but just the knowledge of we have a car that can win a race. And 1 year ago, we had a car that could not even dream of winning a race, you know? So it's more my faith in the team and the confidence in the team, and the team's confidence has changed, I would say, rather than my own. And I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, it's a mad turnaround, isn't it, when you think about it? Also, Silverstone is what, 5 races away now? Reckon that you can do it on home soil, Lando?
I would love to. I really wanted to win in Silverstone. I mean, Miami was a great place and a very cool place to win, so I'm not going to complain. But one thing along the way that I would really, really love is to win in Silverstone, win in front of my home fans. I think that would just be the next level of crazy. So that's my next goal. As much as I would love to win in Imola and all these other places, still a win in Silverstone is like as top as it gets for now.
Oh, that'd be epic. That would be epic. We'll leave you to it then for your other 9,000 interviews that I think you've got to go and do. Where are you off to next? What are you doing?
So a bit of simulator stuff, a few days, making sure we're still ready and preparing continuously for the next few weekends. And then I head home. Actually, I go to watch Zach on the weekend in Monaco for the Classic. See if I can learn anything from him or learn what not to do. And then head out to Imola and prepare for Monaco.
Well, enjoy it. Thank you so much for talking to me. I really, really appreciate it.
No
Also,
worries.
by the way, I've got to mention, Lando, this emergency episode that we're recording right now on the Fast and Curious is our 100th episode. So we're going to dedicate it to you, McLaren. But thanks so much for planning your first ever Grand Prix win around our 100th episode.
I did. That's exactly what I planned to do. So no problem. Thank you very much. Thanks for having me on the 100th. I think it's a good 100th one to celebrate. So thanks for your time, and I'll see you soon.
It's a bloody great one, Lando. Thank you so much. See you later.
Bye-bye. Thank you so much.
Well, there he goes. Race winner Lando Norris, who basically had a massive smile on his face that entire chat. I still think he's absolutely buzzing. So amazing to have followed him and the McLaren team over the last year, though. And it is just, so exciting that they believe more race wins are coming. Pretty brilliant for the whole sport, actually. I think we need it, don't we? Anyway, eagle-eared listeners might have noticed at the end of our Miami debrief that we said our chat with Ruth Buscombe was coming out this week. But then Lando went and won a race and said he was up for a chat. So we have had to shift things around a bit. So that interview with Ruth will be coming out next week instead. For now, though, you don't need to hear me wanging on anymore, do you? Christian's still in Miami, if you're wondering, having a nice holiday in the sun. Greg is still doing Radio 1 breakfast show stuff, but just me and Lando having a little chat. I wasn't going to leave him hanging, was I? So that's it for this emergency episode of The Fast and the Curious. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for listening. Goodbye.